Beowulf fitt 11 in modern English. Then came Grendel, advancing from the moor under the misty slopes. God's anger rested on him. The wicked foe thought to take by treachery one of the race of men in the high hall. He strode beneath the clouds until he came to where he could very clearly discern the wine building, the gold hall of men, gleaming with plated gold. Nor was that the first time that he had visited Hrothgar's home. Never in the days of his life, before or since, did he discover guardians in hall with worse fortune. Thus the creature, deprived of joys, came journeying to the hall. The door, fastened by forged bands, fell open straightway when he touched it with his hands. Thus, bent on destruction, for he was enraged, he tore open the door of the building. Quickly after that, the fiend stepped onto the many-coloured paving of the floor, advanced in angry mood. From his eyes there came a horrible light, most like a flame. He saw many men in the hall, a troop of kinsmen, a band of warriors, sleeping all together. Then his spirit laughed aloud. He, the cruel monster, resolved that he would sever the life of every one of them from his body before day came, for the hope of feasting full had come to him. That was no longer his fortune, that he should devour more of humankind after that night. Hygelac's mighty kinsman kept watching how the murderous foe would set to work with his sudden attacks. The monster was not minded to put it off, but quickly seized the sleeping warrior as a beginning, rent him greedily, bit into his body, drank the blood from his veins, swallowed bite after bite, and soon he had eaten up all of the dead man, even his feet and hands. Forward and nearer he advanced, and then tried to seize with his hand the doughty warrior on his bed. The fiend reached out towards him. Beowulf at once received him with hostile intent, and sat up supporting himself on his arm. Instantly the master of crimes realized that never in this world, these regions of earth, had he met with a mightier hand-grip in any other man. He became afraid in mind and spirit, but he could get away no faster for all that. His mind was bent on getting off. He wished to flee into the darkness and go back to the swarm of devils. His plight was unlike anything he had met with in his lifetime there before. Then Hygelac's brave kinsman was mindful of what he had said that evening. He stood erect and grasped him right, so that his fingers were strained to bursting. The monster was moving out. The chief stepped forward too. The infamous creature thought to slip further off, wheresoever he could, and to flee away thence to his fen refuge. He knew the power of his fingers was in the foeman's grip. That was a sorry journey which that injurious foe had made to Heorot. The warriors' hall resounded. There was panic among all the Danes, the dwellers in the stronghold, the nobles and the heroes, every one. Both the raging guardians of the house were furious. The building rang again. Then was it a great wonder that the wine hall was proof against the doughty fighters, that the fair earthly dwelling did not fall to the ground. Yet it was made firm enough, inside and out, by means of iron clamps forged with curious art. There, where the foemen fought, many a mead bench adorned with gold started from the floor, as I have heard. Before that, wise men among the Scyldings never thought that any man could shatter it, splendid and horn-bedecked, in any wise, or ruin it by craft, unless the embrace of fire should swallow it in flame. A din arose, strange and mighty. A horrible fear came to the North Danes, to everyone who heard the shrieking from the wall, heard the adversary of God chant his grisly lay, his song of defeat, the prisoner of hell wailing over his wound. He who was strongest of men in might in this life's day held him fast.